She's 18 and eager to graduate from high school, but Hannah Waters is struggling to cross the finish line. She likes school, especially music and art. Trouble is, on average, Hannah's only sleeping 3 to 4 hours a night.
I've talked with my doctor about it and my parents and stuff, and we're still trying to find ways for me to get enough sleep and what might work. I didn't really get any sleep last night, so this is me trying to stay awake now, actually.
The wheels on the bus roll bright and early. 7:35 a.m. She arrives at Smiths Falls District Collegiate. Classes start at 8:10. As Hannah's day unfolds, it's not just learning that's difficult, it's staying awake.
I generally feel pretty sick when I don't get enough sleep, and I often get kind of shaky and nauseous. I feel really ashamed because I keep saying, well, I'll get this done countless times, and I don't, and I know why, but I'm not finding a way to fix it.
She's not alone. Teenagers' body clocks are naturally geared to stay up late, but many of Hannah's friends and peers get by on 6 hours of sleep or less.
I had problems with almost falling asleep in class. I'd be listening to what they read up on the board, and I'd just feel my head dip and I'd shoot right back up. It was pretty bad.
Your brain isn't awake to understand everything, and then call on you, and you don't know the answer, and then you kind of just freeze.
Sometimes I don't even go. I will fake sick and I'll stay in bed all day. I don't function properly. I don't do anything in class. I fall asleep. I snap at people. It's not good.
Dr. Indra Narang, director of sleep medicine at the Hospital for Sick Children, sees all kinds of sleep-deprived children, from 2-year-olds to teenagers. Her patients usually suffer severe sleep disorders.
They're really alarming studies in that group.
But she sees a disturbing trend among teens, what she calls an epidemic of sleep deprivation.
It's not uncommon for me to see teenagers in my clinic who are telling me that on school nights they're going to bed at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and getting up at 7 a.m. to go to school. And those group of children are also at increased risk of cardiovascular disease, metabolic disease downstream, certainly depression, mood changes.
Okay, so female, and then grade 9. And then 8, in general, I feel anxious, worried, or stressed. D, often.
That lack of sleep and the negative effects that it brings intrigued Quinn Atkinson and Lizzie Horsey. For this year's science fair, the grade 10 students decided to investigate why their classmates constantly complain of fatigue.
And we were like, what's going on? Yeah. Why is everybody in our school so tired?
Basically, we wanted to know if it was more of a bandwagon thing, everybody just oh, they're tired, I'm just gonna say I'm tired, or if they were genuinely actually tired and actually needed sleep, and if they were gonna go home and actually take a nap, or if they were just saying they were.
I have trouble falling asleep right away once I try to go to sleep. C, sometimes.
They designed a questionnaire, including a survey commonly used to detect sleeping disorders, and had students complete it anonymously.
That's so cool.
I know. When the judges come, we can be like, haha,
yeah.
They got over 300 responses, then prepared to present their findings.
That's cute.
I like it. And then you can...
Yeah.
It's the day of the big science fair.
I'm Lizzie, and this is Quinn, and today our science fair is on sleep. We drew conclusions, we analyzed our data, we created graphs like these, and we did
The duo is pumped to share their results with the judges.
The average of our sample size got 7.67 hours of sleep on a school
But it
night.
was kind of funny because some people got 3 hours and some people got 12, so it like kind of balanced out.
Among their findings, nearly 2/3 of their peers surveyed arrived to school sleep deprived. 32% reported excessive sleepiness, with a handful so lacking in sleep it could require medical intervention.
Now I feel like I need to sleep more because I'm scared.
I know, I'm so scared of being sleep deprived.
Their small project mirrors national studies that say adolescents get less sleep than ever before. So what exactly is keeping many of these students from getting the sleep they need? Dr. Narang has been asking the same question.
When we asked these adolescents, what they were doing, it was social media played a big role in their sleep disturbance. So they have the phone in the room, it's vibrating at night, and they pick up the phone and they're responding to the text message. They will fall asleep again, of course, but if you do that multiple times a night, it really lends to a significant amount of sleep deprivation.
Okay, so technology, how much of that is that a problem with in terms of trying to get to bed?
For me, it's quite a problem because I'll be on my phone and I have people texting me and messaging my phone, and I'll look at it and then I'll be up on.
Indeed, most teens are well aware too much screen time sabotages their sleep.
I think tech has a huge part of why students have trouble sleeping. It's kind of addicting.
Yeah. My guy friends stay up till 3 playing video games or texting their other friends.
I do know some girls would probably do the same thing too, be on their phones or whatever, just kind of doing whatever.
Okay, so tech is an issue. What do you think about how that may impact you?
I've been seeing that my grades have been dropping a bit since I'm not getting enough sleep.
My grades were at between 90s and 100s. Now they're at 70s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so talk
So the students know their grades are affected. They know they need more sleep. But what can they do about it?
You need to build in some relaxation time so your body can sleep. You need to take care of yourself.
This wellness class is geared towards educating teens about sleep and empowering them to speak up about what might help.
Do you think that the school boards will have a conversation about moving the school later in the day and having us start at maybe 10 or 11 and go to 4 so we have that actual required amount of sleep?
There have been a few pilot projects in Ontario, a lot in the States and a lot in the UK doing that. And it's been really successful. It's a good discussion and something that should be up for debate.
Veronica Horsey, a concerned parent and chair of the school council, saw a need for this class. She comes in and talks to the kids regularly.
So did you know you have a hormonal night shift? When you hit puberty, you actually switch your body clock. So naturally you get tired up to 2 hours later. So when you're a child,
She says waking students up to the importance of sleep is a start, but it's parents who need to get the message.
Well, I think number one, adults need to model it. I think us ourselves, we're bad examples. I think we push the limits, we don't get enough sleep, we're irritable, we're moody. Most people think that it's a teenager's responsibility to get their sleep. And there's a lot of truth to that. They can control their devices and things like that. But I think that parents, just want it to happen overnight, and it's not going to.
Everything catches up with someone at one point or another. It'll 100% catch up with me at a later date, but right now, I just got to focus on the present and sadly not the future.
It's not the greatest because I do want a good education and I do want to be awake for my classes and be able to pass to get into my future goals in life.
I often say, tonight I'll try to get sleep. Tomorrow I'll be able to get everything done, I'll remember everything. But of course tomorrow I'm just going to be really tired and I don't get stuff done and I feel the same. I really wish I could get more sleep.
When the school day is finally done, Hannah is worn out. Sleep seems an impossible dream, but talking about solutions is a first step. Now the hard part, getting a good night's rest. Duncan McHugh, CBC News, Smiths Falls, Ontario.